Earlier this week, we visited the Bronx Historical Society to learn some more information about the enslaved persons burial ground we are trying to preserve with the West Farms Memorial Gardens project. If you're new here, we are trying to preserve and transform an unmarked burial ground that was rediscovered in the West Farms neighborhood of the Bronx. Through previous research, we discovered that this was the burial ground of early Bronx settlers, enslaved persons, and even Native Americans. So our goal with this visit today was to try and find the names of some people that were actually buried here. The Bronx Historical Society has a plethora of information when it comes to anything Bronx, but this was how tiny the West Farms folder was. The West Farms area, whose boundaries originally stretched all the way down to Hudson Point, was one of the earlier sections of the Bronx to secede from Westchester. So a lot of the information we were looking for pre-1850s was not available to us. But that's not to say we didn't learn any important information from this visit. Myself, Nilka Martell, and Laura James got to digging on anything the Historical Society was able to pull up on West Farms and the history of the burial grounds in the neighborhood. Here you can see I started looking into some records of early Bronx settlers, including some Bronx legacy families. You can see that the first names of the enslaved persons that were kept by these families were actually included in legal documents. And we also found records of a quote-unquote Indian slave boy that belonged to one of these families. Now, this is just one of the first steps we are taking to try and memorialize the people that are located in this burial ground. So we're using this as an open call to any Bronx historians or those who are passionate about this project, as we are, to help us find their names.
Okay, so we're just getting out of the Bronx Historical Society. It's very loud around here in Bainbridge. It's really a lot of activity today in the Bronx, but we were happy to come and find out a lot of great information about West Farms. We didn't, the file wasn't so big, but there was a lot of good information, and we're really looking forward to learning more. And we're hoping perhaps that a Bronx historian somewhere out there might be interested in doing a deep dive into some more of this information. Also at the Westchester Historical Society, apparently there's more, so there's a lot to learn.